Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 5. For thus saith Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Wadash, double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim and her pushing this gospel of truth and sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. Again, it's the brother Quanah Wath coming back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord will. It is edifying, Lord will. It is straight to the point, man. Esau about to show his colors, man. Esau is really about to show his colors. Right, Donald Trump, right, not too long ago, man, was making a statement about how he was, when he gets in office, he's going to enact a mass deportation, right? And here we are, right, a month away from this damn devil, right, being put into office, and you're already starting to see the different, laws and, bills and whatnot, right, that are ultimately being put in place, right, to justify, right, what this damn devil is about to do. Right, as we see right here in this article, it says, it's on the Newsbreak app, it says, Missouri lawmaker proposes bounty system to report migrants, man. Right, and as we get into this article, right, you ultimately, see, right, really, what Esau Edom is planning, man. Right, he's planning to, come in like a flood, right? It says, a bill introduced in the Missouri Senate would give residents a $1,000 payout for reporting migrants who enter the country illegally. With this right here, right, will create or will spiral into, a civil war, because, you had, not too long ago, right, before, right, the whole, what do they call that, man? When the president, they basically, the debates and whatnot for the presidents, right, Donald Trump and Kamala, just before that, I think it was last year, actually, the beginning of this year, right? They actually had a split down the middle. America was split down the middle, 50-50, right? Over the, the border situation, man, right? You have 50% of the states, right? 50% of the people, right? Were in favor of, keeping the border open, right? While the other 50% were in favor, right, of closing the border, right? And kicking these, these migrants out. And we'll see, guess what, right? The side that won, right, is the side that wants these borders closed and the migrants out, so you're not going to have, or you're going to have a lot of Americans that aren't too happy, right, about this decision, which again is going to lead to further separation, right, within the nation of, of America, man, within these Americans, right, which we know that, a nation that's divided, cannot stand, right? And we're looking at the decline of America, man, But let's continue on. It says the proposal is one of at least 7 bills introduced in the state's legislature to focus on immigration, all sponsored by Republican legislators. Right? Senator-elect David Gregory proposed a legislation which would create an online portal for people to make reports to the State Highway Patrol and be eligible for payout. Right? And especially in this economy, right? These people are looking at that $1,000 like it's gold, man. So you best believe people are going to be utilizing that call line, man, and we understand, right? It was 2 Corinthians 2:11, right? We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We understand exactly why, right, this whole thing is being set up, right? Or we understand that Esau Edom set this whole thing up, right? He put the people in the position, right? He destroyed the economy, right? Put the people, he raised prices, right? Caused certain situations, right, that would lead to, prices of food and water to go up, right? Interest rates to go up, right? Starting with the, the lockdown back in 2020, right? That destroyed the economy, man. That did a huge number. And then, again, events leading up, right, to now, right, with the food processing plants going down. You even had the strike at the ports, and when all these different events, right, have led up to where we're at today, right? Inflation, a Donald Trump threatening, putting tariffs on the BRICS nations, which is going to lead to more, or to even hyperinflation. We understand that Esau Edom really ultimately set this situation up, and put you people in a desperate state. So now he's going to try to play off of that, right? And ultimately, allow for, you people to feed right into his plan, his agenda, right? Which is ultimately right now, as we're seeing, right, is to create that chaos, right? So that way he can offer up his solution, right? As he has his slogan is, in the Latin, order ab chaos, which means order out of chaos, right? So he's trying to create that chaos, which is, again, putting you people in a position, right, to where you need the money, offer you a solution to get the money, right? Which is, again, according to his plan, according to his agenda, right? Creating that separation, creating that chaos, because a lot of these migrants aren't going to want to go, man. Right? We understand that we've seen, a lot of, military age, men, right, that have come from other nations, right? From, Iran or any kind of, so-called Muslim nation, right? Or biblically we know as the Ishmaelite nations, right? Even, the so-called Chinese, which we know are Moabites, right? The so-called Africans, we know are Hamites, all these different men, right? Different people have come from all over the world. And now they're in America, man, But see, Esau ain't even focused on those people, man. He's focused on who? He's focused on you Israelites, right? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, That's his main target, That's his main target. Those are the ones that you're seeing in the headlines, right? So when he's talking about immigrants, right, he's talking about you Jakes, man. The so-called blacks, the so-called Hispanics, right, that have been coming across, the borders. Though you are his target, his main target, man. All right, let's keep reading. It says Senate Bill 72 would also develop a Missouri illegal alien certified bounty hunter program, man. It says which would certify people to be bounty hunters for the specific purpose of finding and detaining immigrants without proper documents. Anyone licensed as a bail bond agent would be eligible to apply for the program, right? Esau basically building up his little army to go around and do what? Go over to go to people's jobs, go to people's homes, and basically tag and bag, as they say in the world, right? Tag and bag, right? These immigrants, man, and get them out of here, man. Right? It says anyone detained in Missouri without proper documents having knowingly entered the state would be guilty of trespass by an illegal alien. That would mean they cannot receive any public benefit, vote in any election, get a permit or license to drive, or ever become a legal resident of the state. Right? And that's, and see, Esau, is ultimately, he's a very crafty devil, man. Right? He's saying, hey, you're not going to be able to basically participate in society unless you take this charagma, man. Right? Because how else is he going to be able to, to track it and trace, right, all the immigrants that are here in America, man? Right? See, Esau thinks he's slick, man. But we're not, we're not in darkness, man. Right? That day should overtake us, man. We see what's going on, man. It says the plan comes as there are legal questions over what role states play in addressing immigration. An area typically handled by the federal government. The Biden administration is currently challenging a Texas law that would allow the arrest and attempted removal of people who cross the southern border illegally. The Supreme Court also previously struck down an effort by Arizona to create state-level offenses for illegal immigration. Right? President-elect Donald Trump, which we know he's not elected, right? He's selected, right, by the elites. Right? It was already, They already knew who was going to win, right? They knew exactly who was going to win, the presidency, right? Because, again, it's all scripted, right? It says Donald Trump ran with immigration as a major part of his platform and has promised a major crackdown as soon as he is in office, including plans for mass deportation, right, man? you know. And again, at this point, when that does happen, right, because we believe that, you know, Esau, right, Donald Trump, man, Esau is ultimately going to, you know, go ahead with this plan, which we hope, right? We believe that he, you know, hope and believe that, you know, he's going to ultimately push this plan. And if he does, you know, what does that mean? That means Esau is going to get basically, you know, free reins to be able to use, you know, his sword, you know, which we know the modern day sword is the gun, right? Esau's been perfecting that. You got little kids in the gun ranges, right? Adults in the gun ranges. Hey, they're all day, every day, man. You know, especially out here in Arizona, right? You can basically drive out anywhere, right? Just outside the city limits and whatnot, and just go to an area that's quiet. And I promise you, you're gonna hear gunshots, man. You know, I remember one time, it was a while back, man. You know, it was like my second or third time ever shooting a gun. You know, I don't really be into that shit, man. It's really not our blessing anyways. But, you know, nonetheless, right, I went out with, you know, some family members. And, you know, as we were out there, I hear this, sound like a fucking 50 cal, man, being let off, man. And you can hear like it was like some kind of barrel or something like that they were hitting. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, Esau has perfected that damn sword, man. That gun. He ain't playing. He just waiting for a situation to pop off to be able to use it, right? And this mass deportation very well could be that situation, right? It says Trump has said he would use the military to help deport the nearly 11 million people believed to be in the U.S. illegally, though it isn't clear how such deportations would work logistically or legally, right? Hey, they came out with a directive, which, you know, don't quote me on the exact numbers. I think it's like Directive 5204.01 or something like that, which literally they just came out with it like a couple months ago, right? Stating that, you know, that they would authorize the U.S. military, right, on American soil to use lethal force on American citizens, right? Which we know there's no such thing as coincidence, right? All things, you know, basically, you know, work in tandem. Like there's a season, a time, and a purpose for everything, right? So we're in the time of Jacob's trouble, man, right? Esau basically setting up his laws and legislation, right, to help forward his agenda, right? Before I grab that, I want to grab this in Daniel chapter 8 and verse 25. It says, and through his policy, right, these different laws, these different bills, right? It says, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, right? It says, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, right? Esau's very proud, man, right? He believes that he's going to be able to accomplish his NWO, right? It says, and by peace shall destroy many. And, you got Donald Trump, man, talking about peace this, peace that, right? We're going to get these people out of our land. We're going to make America great again. And we're going to do this, that, and the third. But see, at the end of the day, all it's going to do is get worse from here, right? Esau believes, right, that he's going to be able to, establish his NWO and live happily ever after. But that's not the case, man. See, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is in control of all things. Proverbs 21:1, the king's heart, meaning his mind, right, is in the hand of the Lord, and he turneth it whithersoever he will. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is really, putting on his mind, right, to basically, establish these different laws and speak on this flood, right, that he's about to, push forth, right? Esau coming in like a flood, right? As we read in, Isaiah the 59th chapter, right, verse 19, right? It says, he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand, meaning he's not going to establish his NWO, man, but he sure in the hell is going to try, man, And again, we're looking at, Esau again trying, setting up these different laws and whatnot, man, to justify, right, what he's about to do. Right, let's go ahead and go back. We'll finish this out. Got a couple precepts. We'll get out of here, right? It says other Republican proposals in the state will create a new immigration offense with penalties including jail time and removal, requiring businesses to ensure all employees are documented, and a proposal to fine cities $25,000 per day for sanctuary policies, man. So, hey, they're going to be rolling up to different job sites, man, right? A lot of these different construction job sites, a lot of these, out here in Arizona, you got a lot of tire places, right? You got a lot of mechanic shops and, whatnot, right? Hey, they're going to get rolled up on, man. Esau about to really come down having great wrath because he knows he has but a short time, man. It says Missouri Governor Mike Parsons also authorized $2.2 million to fund a deployment of Highway Patrol and National Guard soldiers to Texas to assist in the state's Operation Lone Star efforts to secure the border earlier this year. So again, Esau is planning, right, on coming down, having great wrath. And we understand that this damn devil, he ain't going to spare nobody, man. He ain't going to spare nobody. Right, this is 2nd Esdras, chapter 16. And we'll jump all the way down to verse 70. It says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." That's right, man. Right? Again, Esau, Edom, his main target is you Jakes, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? From those, right, that in the world all the way to those that know this truth, man. Right? Esau's not going to spare no one, man. Right? Which we understand, right? When he comes in, he very well could use that time, right, to come and get, the men of the Lord, man. Right? Those who are preaching against his system. Right? Because you saw, you had Donald Trump basically talking about, that there's people that are here, right, that are really against the society, man. Right? That they shouldn't be in this country. Right? And we know that Esau was talking about us, man. They've been having, campaign after campaign after campaign, right? Or a really long campaign about, disinformation, misinformation, right? Going back to the scamdemic, the lockdowns, right? Moving forward, Esau's been staying on that, man. And we understand that, he's really trying to get rid of us, right? So this very well could be that time where he comes down having great wrath, man, and persecutes the men of the Lord. But we'll keep reading verse 71. It says, "They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord." Right? Sparing none, be like madmen, crazy, man. Esau is drunk with blood, man. Scriptures say that, in Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, right, it says, "Thou hast not hated blood, but even blood shall pursue thee." Right? This damn devil, man, he don't get enough of that shit, man. The scriptures talk about also that, he sleep not lest he cause some to fall, man. So this damn devil is all about wickedness, all about evil. So he's gonna have a heyday, right? When this mass, Lord will, this mass deportation, pops off, man. He's gonna have a heyday, man. It'll be like a kid in a candy shop, man. It says, verse 72, "For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their homes, out of their houses," right? And again, we already know that Esau is going to be rolling up on these different job sites. He's even going to be rolling up in people's homes, man. Rolling up to these different, here in Arizona, you got a lot of like Walmarts and this, that, and the third, where you got groups of Issachar, right? Undocumented, right? Migrants, Issachar at these Walmarts, right? They just flag people down to get a job, under the table type shit, Esau gonna be rolling up on them heavy, man. But see, before he's in office, these things are already starting to take place, right? Which just shows you that shit's about to happen here soon, man. Real soon, right? This is why, the message has been going out, repent, right? Turn away from wickedness, turn away from the ways of the world, right? So that way when Esau does come down, hey, you're going to be good, man, right? Because the Lord is about to make that separation between those who are his and those who are not. That's why it says right here, verse 73, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire." That's right, man. Because this time that's coming is ultimately going to be what? That ultimate test, right? As we read in Revelation, the 3rd chapter. Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and grab that. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience," meaning you again, turning away from wickedness, turning away from evil, right? And turning to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, taking heed to this word, right? And presenting your body as a living sacrifice. Not not being hearers only, but doers as well, man. Applying these scriptures, right? That's what it means, right? To keep the word of the Lord's patience, man. You know, it says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, meaning the Lord is going to protect you, right? He's going to protect you from these perils that are coming when Esau Edom comes in like a flood, right? And that's going to happen via, different, miracles, right? That we read about in the scriptures, that the Lord can do those very same miracles, if not greater, in the times to come, right? But we understand that those miracles will be done for the elect, right? Whoever they may be, Lord, will be us. It says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So it's going to be that ultimate test, man. And the Lord will we be part of the elect, right? We're going to be protected, man, right? And we're going to pass that test, man. That's why it says in Jeremiah, the 30th chapter, but it says, but he shall be saved out of it, man. Right? It's talking about the elect of the nation of Israel, right? Which we know Jacob is synonymous, right, with Israel. So Israel's trouble, Jacob's trouble, right? 2/3 of the nation of Israel are ultimately going to be succumbed, right, to the perils that are coming. Versus the 1/3, right, who are the elect, the remnant in this time, right? They're going to be delivered from those perils, man. But nonetheless, that trouble is literally right around the corner. Right around the corner, man. Right, and what are you going to do when that time comes, right? Let's grab this real quick. In 2nd Esdras, chapter 16. And we'll start at verse 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, man? Who's going to deliver you in those days? Right? Who are you going to call upon? Right? You're going to call upon JC. You're going to call upon Yeshua, Yahweh, right? All those false gods and false names, right? That they never did shit for you ever in history. But see, the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and his only beloved begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, hey, those names are literally written, etched in stone, right? The Moabite stone, right? There's videos, of, the Paleo ancient Hebrew, right? Being written in the rocks, and you see the name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai there. See, those names, right, have been around forever, literally been around forever. And see, for a very long time, because of our sins, because of our iniquities, those names were taken away from us, right? Our heritage was taken away from us. But see, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is allowing for that spiritual gathering, right, to take place right before the physical gathering, man. Which Lord will, I'll do that in another lesson, right, touching on that. But see, we're in those times, man, where Jacob's trouble, right, is coming to pass, man. Verse 18, it says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? That's right, man. What are you going to do? Right? And the only thing to do is to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding before it's too late. And we'll close out with this right here. In Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6, it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. That's right, man. Right? So what's commanded of us, man? That we fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, keep his commandments to the best of our ability, man. Present our bodies a living sacrifice, which will ultimately allow for that hedge of protection from on high, from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, right, to be around us in these times to come. Right? If we don't have that, hey, we're ultimately fucked, man. Jacob's trouble is literally right around the corner, man. So with that, Lord will is edifying. Lord will, straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem, Rachak Wadash, double honor to the other apostles, the other bishops, the great millstone. Till next time, I say shalom.